Hey everybody, it's Chase with Matcha Project. Today I'm excited because I get to share something with you that I personally have been enjoying all this summer. An iced limoncello sparkling matcha. Wow, it's good, you're gonna like it. Hang around, let's get started, okay? All right, to get started, we're gonna need a couple things. So we're going to be using for this drink, our Master's Supreme Ceremonial blend. Then we're going to need our drink to mix it with. So we're going to be mixing this with a LaCroix, a limoncello LaCroix. And then we're going to need a lot of ice. Grab a cup and fill it up with ice. And then finally, we're going to need a little bit of water. Only a little bit. We're going to use this to mix up the matcha. Water temperature really is not that important here. Cool is what we're using. All right, we're going to need a couple tools here to make this matcha today. So the first thing we're going to be using is an electric stirring stick. This is how we're going to blend up the matcha or stir it up. Additionally, if you wanted to do this, you could use a traditional bamboo whisk, the chasen. That's okay too, but today we're going to use the electric stirring stick. Next up, this tool is super important. This is the sieve. You want to make sure that you use this so that you can break up any potential clumps that could be in your matcha. Then we're going to need something to measure the matcha with. So we're going to be using, for this recipe, we're going to be using 2 grams of matcha or 1 teaspoon. If you wanted to start out a little bit lighter on the matcha, you could use 1/2 teaspoon, which is going to be only 1 gram. All right, let's get started making this drink. So first off, we're going to open this fresh pouch of matcha. We're going to cut it open right now. And then we are going to get our sieve and we're going to measure out 1 teaspoon of this matcha powder. So we're going to be using, for this recipe, we're going to be using 2 grams of matcha or 1 teaspoon. If you wanted to start out a little bit lighter on the matcha, you could use 1/2 teaspoon, which is going to be only 1 gram. It also makes a very, very nice drink. So try both actually and find the flavor that you like the best. We are going to take that matcha powder and put it into the sieve, where we will then stir that around with the spoon and break up any potential clumps that are in there and push that matcha powder down into the glass. Up next, we're going to grab our water. We're going to be using just a little bit of water. We want just enough to create a little bit of liquid to blend the matcha into. Probably about a 1/4 cup of water here, maybe a little bit less than that. Then we're going to grab our stirring stick and we are going to blend our matcha powder into the water. We want to do this for about 5 to 10 seconds. We want to make sure that this matcha powder is blended very well into the water. We're going to set this aside for just a second. Let's get the glass of ice, which we're going to use to prepare this drink now. Then we're going to grab our can of limoncello LaCroix and last, our matcha. Let's go ahead and put them together. So pour the matcha over the ice cubes. Next up, we're going to open our can of LaCroix and we're going to pour that into the glass over the ice cubes in the matcha. You're probably going to get some bubbles here. That's totally okay. You'll just wait a second and then give it a maybe 5 to 10 seconds. Let the bubbles sink down, and then you can pour a little bit more on top. The last thing that we're going to do is we're going to stir this up using a bamboo chopstick. You can use a fork, you can use a spoon, whatever you like. And that is it. And now the moment that I've been waiting for, I get to drink my Iced Sparkling Limoncello Matcha. Delicious. It is good. And there you have it. That is our Iced Sparkling Limoncello Matcha. Now it's your turn.